Scott Steen with Winners and Winers, coming to you direct from the Kurt Gowdy studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to talk about today's Lockheed-Martin Armed Services Bowl. Lockheed-Martin, what a fantastic company, doing a great job. Keep it up, guys. By the way, you think I'm going to make fun of a defense contractor that makes drones and bombs? No, not me, baby. Keep up the great work, Lockheed-Martin. We're digging you. This game features the Houston Cougars versus the Army Black Knights. Army is a 5.5-point favorite. The total on that game is 60. How they got here, Houston finished second in the American Athletic Conference East Division, while the Army is an independent school who plays a different schedule every year. And they played a pretty darn good one this year. Tail of the tape, it goes a little something like this. Houston's 8-4 against the spread, 8-4 straight up, just 6-6 against the number, and the over is cashed 8 times out of their 12 games. Army, on the other hand, fine season indeed, 10-2 straight up, 6-4-1 versus the spread, and the over has cashed 6 times in their 11 contests. You know, this is another game where absences are really going to take their toll, especially on Houston. And to be honest with you, only on Houston, because nobody on the Army team is leaving early to go to the NFL. It's just not how that works. So Houston's 2 best defensive players, Ed Oliver and Isaiah Johnson, they are skipping this contest to get ready for the NFL. And Houston quarterback D'Eriq King is also out with his knee injury. He's been out since the second to the last game of the season. Instead, they're going to start freshman quarterback Clayton Tune. He got 1 start against Memphis. He's a dual threat quarterback. Didn't have a great game. Completed just 18 of his 43 pass attempts and gained just 12 yards in 13 rushes against those Memphis Tigers. In addition to that, 2 of their top 3 receivers, as we stand right now, are questionable. So the big question is, how did Houston do against running teams? Because you know Army is going to want to run the ball. The United States Army, known for their ground attack, and this game will be absolutely no difference at all. The answer to that question, how did Memphis do against good running teams? How did Houston do against good running teams? Not well at all. They gave up 344 yards to Navy, and they gave up 401 yards to Memphis on the ground. Yikes. Army, on the other hand, again, Army, known for their defense, and they play good defense. They're 19th in the country in total defense and 13th in scoring defense. The Black Knights, you know what? In spite of being an independent, like we said before, they played a solid schedule. They beat both service academies and 5 bowl teams, and they lost by just 7 to Oklahoma on Oklahoma's home field there. That was for a while they had the lead, and it looked like they might pull the upset, but they didn't. But they did hold the great Oklahoma defense to just 28 points. You know what? I don't see Houston staying with them here. I think Army can take care of business. I don't like the spread. It's a little high. It opened at 3. It's down to 5.5 as up to 5.5, depending on how you're looking at it. But I think the Houston absences really make the difference for me. They've been a high-flying offense all year round, but without their trigger man, D'Eriq King, to get it done, I think they definitely take a step backwards, starting Clayton Tune. Army defense gives the freshman fits, and those caissons go rolling along. Army by 5.5. Get down with me on the armed forces. Get down with me on Army. Back the USA. And you and I will head back to the window. We'll march back to the window. That's what we're going to do. All right, guys, good luck in this one, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.